Hey y'all, let's stretch. Okay. So, hi, just start seated. We'll bring hands to knees, eyes closed. Again, I never record with music, so if you have a playlist that you particularly like, go ahead and get that sucker rolling. Let's find a rhythm of breathing here. Long deep. Let's clear the nose with just a short round of rapid fire, right? Quick bumps of the abdomen, passive inhalation, begin. Inhale. Right hand comes up, block the right nostril, exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale left. Good, just straight through the left nostril, a couple more. On the following inhalation, don't rush, just switch nostrils. One more. On the inhale, release the hand, inhaling and exhaling through both nostrils. And settling into that nice breath rhythm and beginning to rotate upper body around lower body. Let's reverse rotation. Rolling up to center, place, twist to right. And twist to the left. And moving into center, drop the chin down to the chest. And rotate your head. Take your time with those circles. And the next time the chin reaches the chest, go ahead and reverse it. When the chin next reaches the chest, go ahead, lay it down. And when it's down, interlace your fingers behind the head, hug the elbows in, and draw the chin firmly into the notch of the collarbone. Lift the chin, spread the elbows wide, take the chin all the way up, and lean back into the hands. Neutral space, keep the hands behind the head, elbows spread wide. Dip down with the right elbow and turn the head to look up to the left. And let's reverse, right? So now the left elbow is going to dip down, looking up to the right. A neutral space. Okay, release the hands. Let's swing around, hands and knees, and yes, yes, one round of cat-cow here. Right, inhaling belly down. And exhaling the spine up. Tuck the chin. And we're just going to keep working through here. Inhale in neutral space. Tuck the toes, lift the knees. Let's jackknife back into a downward facing dog. Press back towards the seat. As you exhale next, lift high up onto the toes, then drop the knees down. Release the toes, kick the heels back, or the hips back onto the heels, and really reach those arms out as far as they will go. We'd like to have the knees together because we're looking for the roundness in the spine as you drop the head down. Keep the elbows up. Round up through a cat position. Shift the weight forward and drop the hips down into your cobra. Breathe. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and we're gonna press it back, downward dog. Step the feet a little bit forward and also a little bit wide. Angle the heels in, and we're gonna drop down into that squat, right? Now wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Get your elbows between your knees. Join your hands. And let's breath the fire here. Inhale. Exhale, drop the hands. We're gonna bring the knees down, also wide, right? So the tips of the toes touch together, and now we're gonna come back into that child's pose, only now we've got the chest dropping way down onto the ground. Chin can come to the mat or forehead, and breathe. Slide the hands back. We're just going to bring ourselves up to neutral hands and knees. Okay? So from neutral hands and knees, we're going to take the left arm and feed it through. We are threading the needle, but we're not going to go all the way, right? So you want to have that left shoulder down on the floor. The right hand kind of steps right in front of your face. All we're doing right now is pressing that right hand into the floor to create the twist that lets you access the left shoulder blade. Now you're going to take your right foot and step it back. Tuck the toes into the ground and get stable as you bring that right arm up and over. So we want it to go overhead to touch down. Now walk it a little bit over to the left, right? So you really feel that long stretch underneath the right armpit, down the right ribs. Stabilize by bringing the right hand forward, right knee down, unwind, back to hands and knees, right? Get set up before we move on. Nice square tabletop. And now it's the right arm that reaches underneath. And remember, we're not going all the way right away. Left hand steps in front of the face and just using that left hand to create the twist that lets you access the right shoulder blade. Good, now step that left foot back, tuck the toes, left arm comes up, get stable, open the chest. Then bring that left hand overhead and walk it a little bit to the right, just to where you, whoop, she says, falling over, get to that place. And then we stabilize with the left hand before you bring the left knee down. Back to hands and knees, right? And then square yourself off before tucking toes and lifting off downward dog. Losing my shirt. Nice deep breaths there, please. Let's go ahead, bring the right knee forward too. Right hand, right foot over the front of the body, creating a pigeon stance. And then press back, lift the chest, access the left abdomen, left upper thigh. So we're going to tumble onto that right hip and roll the body open, bend the left knee and catch it. Hold the left foot in and just adjust that front foot as you need for stability. Now I'm going to hold onto that foot to catch it in my elbow, right? If you can't do the elbow, stay in the hand. And then we're going to join hands, sending that right elbow up. You're going to arch over towards the foot and breathe. Let's go ahead and release, and since we're here, just swing that left leg around. And we're in a half straddle, nice easy adjustment right down into the middle for you. Good. Press it up. Tuck in. Let's roll back to hands and knees. And again, downward facing dog, right? Tuck toes, lift knees, jackknife back. All right, moving through that pigeon, left knee to the left hand, left foot over the front of the body, lengthening that right leg out. And remember, we need to press back so that we can access the right abdomen, right upper thigh. Okay, open it up, right? Settle down onto that left hip, adjust the left leg. Bring the right heel in, and again, catch it in the elbow. If you can't catch it in the elbow, leave it in the hand. We're gonna reach behind the head without jacking the head forward, right? And arch back. Really extending through the left ribs, left side, left elbow. Keep breathing, please. And let's go ahead and release it, right? Drop that foot, swing it around into the half straddle, adjust, and drop right into the middle. Just an easy, simple fold. Good. Coming up. Bring that foot in, returning to your cross-legged seat, and just take those hip rotations one more time. And see if we bought ourselves any space. Good. Close down your eyes. And reverse it. Rolling right into center. So let's go forward and get the feet coming up to standing. Okay. So you want to orient the feet directly underneath the hips, not underneath the thighs, underneath the hips, right? Lift your toes up, spread them out super wide, and then drop the toes down. Let's take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, and we're just going to press the hips forward and look up. Right into neutral space. Take the hands onto the hips. I want you just to push one hip and then the other. It's like a kitty cat, right? Into center. Okay. So let's bring the hands to prayer position. Bring the right foot up off of the ground. We're going to tuck it into the calf. Eyes are steady. And if you like, you can bring it up into the groin, right? She said, whoa, she says, falling over. She was looking at the bird in the window behind her. Okay, steady. Deep breaths. Good. Take that foot, drop it down, place it deliberately. And start with the other foot in the calf. And if you'd like, you can bring that up. Keep the eyes steady. No matter how interesting that bird in the window is. And we release, bring that foot down. This time we're going to bring the feet right next to each other, right? Take your right foot, cross it over so that the pinky toes are lined up. And most of the weight's gonna be in the left foot, but the right foot's making sure you don't fall on your face. And we hinge. Drop the head. Push into the foot and we're rolling all the way up to standing and uncrossing the legs. Feet straight next to one another before we cross that left foot over the right foot. Get stable into the right leg and fold all the way over. Press into that right foot and roll all the way up. Uncross the legs and step out. We're going straight down into that deep squat. Right, heels down, elbows in, push. No breath of fire here unless you really want to. Just trying to level off the sacroiliac joints. And as you exhale next, let's get the hips down to the ground and go ahead and lay down onto the back with the knees bent and the feet on the floor. Stretch your arms out into the T shape and drop your knees loose and light over to the right. Just let them be. And let's reverse knees to the left. Neutral space. Stretch the right leg all the way out so that it's flat. And We're gonna step the left foot to the right thigh in order to bring the left knee over to the right side. So left knee over the front of the body, big cat twist. And let's unwind. Stretch that left leg out, bring the right foot up and take the right knee over. Unwind, both feet to the floor. Let's go ahead and find a wall, and we're just gonna swing the legs up the wall, right? So if you need to move around, go ahead and do that. And our final rest today is gonna be legs up the wall. So just close your eyes here, and you wanna let your feet be above your heart, loose and lazy, don't overthink it. And just rest and relax, eyes closed, breath soft and even, just keeping it simple. So when you're ready to bring your feet down, just bend the knees and get the feet onto the wall. And then roll over to one side and curl up like a baby. And from your curled position, go ahead and slowly make your way up to seated, legs crossed and eyes closed. You're settling back into the body. eyes and look around. Rub the tips of your fingers together. Rub the palms together. And just tuck the hands in front of the heart, bowing the head. And feeling for this moment that all is well. Namaste. Have a good day.